Injured here for every 3. Estia Province, blue team. It's Grimm with a Farseer support hero that fights in melee combat. Powerful buffs, debuffs, and control abilities. Alongside here, sesabo and Faffywaffle with Force Commanders. Very good offense, fighting melee combat, close tank, disrupt, and support with buffs. Sesabo here using the Lunar Wolves elite scheme, Heresy era, and Faffywaffle with some Black Templars elite scheme, bucket, helm, and all. Red team Brawler as an Apothecary support hero that fights in melee combat by default, begins with a targeted heal and passive health. Regeneration aura. We got some Blood Angels elite scheme, a Death Company Apothecary. Alongside itchyjeve with a Hive Tyrant, very durable hero, walks through objects and cannot be suppressed. Powerful offense, disruption, and support. Begins in melee combat with a basic synapse, I shall call it Diego. And rounding off the teams here, AC with a Warp Spider Exarch, a teleporting hero that fights in ranged combat, great for map control and harassing units and generally annoying the hell out of everyone. Has some powerful control abilities, getting into a scrap with some Black Templars. Diego's chasing around a Force Commander, but I'm sure he'd love to get under those tactical marines and chop those guys up with his claws. Scouts moving in, and they are getting shotguns for Faffywaffle. Expect them also from Brawler, because up against Banshees, yep, shotguns are in. So Grimm pushed through pretty hard here and doesn't look like achieved anything. That often happens against Space Marines. You commit, you go as hard as you can on that side, and you kill nothing, bash nothing, decap nothing, and of course the Space Marines just turn around and get the map control back, and maybe even get flamers up, bashing your power. Is very annoying. Dire Avengers are still in play though, and they do have a grenade, although not a lot of energy to throw it right now. They must have thrown it already. What are you up to, Itchy? Diego's pushing through the mid. Tactical Marines backing away. Shotguns all around. What are these fellas? Nothing yet. Double Termagants. Banshees up for AC. Aspect of Strength on the way. Rangers for Grimm. Can disrupt that Apothecary, of course. He can't heal stuff if he's on his back. Farseer using her fleet, one of her starting abilities alongside Guide. Shotgun Stout's doing a good job. Can they bash this generator? I don't think they can. Got it pretty low though. Backed up by double Termagants with Toxin Sacks. Where are those Hormagaunts? Making their way towards the west. It might mean that sesabo can push through the mid and just get a decap over here, unless they assist the west side. There are the Rangers. Sniper Infantry with some good support abilities. Shotguns, wow. They do go down. I thought they were going to escape for a second there. That was a heal on some Hormagaunts. Apothecary getting the Purification Vials, which I was not expecting against a Farseer. She can counter that damage quite well with a Spirit Stone's heal. So we'll see how Grimm responds to those things. Here comes Faffywaffle. That bolt pistol can do some work. Chasing down some Termagants. It's like 16 DPS or something. Can't underestimate these guys' damage though when they're doubled up like this and upgraded. And there's that crippling poison as well. Fantastic ability in tier 1. There's those vials. Just throws them on himself to get rid of the taint from healing Hormagaunts. Warrior Brood up here for Itchy. No son of a Barb Strangler, so might be looking to just run them into melee for now at least. Assault squads for Faffywaffle and sesabo. Faffys are out first. What is this? Eldar shenanigans. Oh, group teleport. Man, you don't see this thing enough. This group teleport can do some nasty, nasty things with Banshees. Those guys got into a bit of a fight though. Scouts were wiped out. That was pretty good. Set up by the confusion caused by the group teleport. Banshees do escape. And a Warp Spider continues to teleport around. Here comes some Tyranids. Diego with no war gear yet. The Warrior Brood are still in their default melee loadout. And double tax here for Brawler. So a lot of bolt guns. And Ghost Helm for the Farseer, not Spirit Stones then. Force Commanders down for sesabo. Red team, I think, need to capitalize on this by getting a power bash, although sesabo's assault squad with those crazy looking jump packs are in play now. Good way to stop a power bash, jump on stuff. Although Warrior Brood is there, Hormagaunts are waiting to pounce. Don't have their adrenal glands though. And there's the pounce, a bit late. See those double rangers getting shots in on those warriors, doing a lot of damage. Down goes one of them. That was Synapse Backlash you saw there. Second Warrior Brood up now for Itchy. Devastators doing their best to keep the Tyranids at bay. Diego's going after it. For some reason they are no longer firing. Hello fellas, there we go. Is their weapon cooldown usually that long? Seemed a bit longer than usual. Blob capping from Faffywaffle like a pro. Leaves it to the Tactical Marines. They do have a Flamer, but they are not going to partake right now in this power harass. AC setting up with shields, knowing that this is coming, I guess. What are they up to? Trying to be sneaky. 380 to 500. 2-to-1 cap for the red team. They have not dropped a victory point yet. Doombringer up for the Farseer. Gets the revive on sesabo. Don't think that'll level her these days. Nope. They really nerfed the XP for the revives. Double Rangers both with Pathfinder, which gives them more damage for, well, some damage for the kinetic pulse and 25% more damage on the basic shots. That's quite a big bonus. Rangers are cool. Assault Squad chasing down some Dire Avengers. As soon as they retreat, they'll be in trouble. But here comes some Tyranids to help out, and we do see a Barb Strangler in play. Grenade though. itchyjeve saw it later, I think. Diego is running in now. Gets a hit, but not a model off the scout. So one of them did drop there from some termagant shots. Did they power bash? No. Got one generator down to half, but now red team can counter attack. Up the east side, I would think. Look at this, this is full. The AC needs to try and get this back or bash it or something. 365 to 479. Dreadnought is up from Brawler. Sternguard veterans on the field too. Before blue team are even in tier 2. Could do some work. And there's a Wraith Lord. I was not following the map closely enough, I guess, to see this sizable tech advantage for the red team. I guess this power was red for quite a while and really paid off. They've got walkers on the field before the other team is in tier 2. Can they put the pressure on and make it count here? It's not always easy to judge where your enemy is in terms of tech. Not sure what these Devastators are doing. This is a shot blocker here. They won't be able to shoot too much. There we go. Assault Cannon Dreadnought is in play. No anti-vehicle weapons yet. Oh, there we go. Sesabo is tier 2 and gets a las cannon. And gets 2 shots. Oh, nearly. Was charging up for the second shot. Scout with the shotgun might find it tough to get close enough. They'll have to wait for the Banshees, I guess, to run in. Itchy shows up. Where's Diego? He's capping. 2-to-1 cap here for blue now. Red team all this time have not decapped this VP, by the way. It's a big mistake, I think. Oh, some friendly fire from the assault cannon there. Everything escapes, I think. Battered up. But it does get away. Purification Vials was thrown in. Those Rangers don't seem too bothered by it. Yeah, that assault cannon pumps out 55 piercing DPS. That's more piercing damage than a 3-man tactical marine squad at level 1. 365 to 408. Thundhammer now with Alacrity and Iron Halo. Good loadout. Decently quick with some good tankiness, and of course this thing just causes all sorts of problems. You should be forcing close combat here, Mr. Dreadnought. Or not. Venom Brood in play now for Itchy. Warp Spiders for Grimm to help deal with these vehicles. These guys have a Bright Lance. We saw a Las Cannon already. We've got a Melter Bomb here. No Melter Bomb here. Wraith Lord doing some work, it looks like. Banshees and Dire Avengers were sent packing though, maybe from this Thunderhammer that Faffywaffle has got. Teleporter pack as well. Do you run the Wraith Lord up here? I don't think you do. Walkers can go down so quickly in a 3v3. I guess everything can. But when you're losing a single entity like a Walker with tons of resources sunk into it, it's painful. Stone Guard with those Hellfire rounds loaded in. These guys can change their ammo types to combat all targets. You can tell their current ammo by the indicator on top. That Scarlet means that they've got their acid rounds in. Damage over time versus light infantry and heroes. Power melee kicks now for this Apothecary to deal with. He got really deep in there. Hive Tyrant dodges the grenade barely, and Diego does escape, I think. Yes. There's a jump. Jump into a lot of trouble. But they can't always see what we can see. Kraken rounds, and now switching back to Hellfire. See that acid effect on those Dire Avengers there. Here comes sesabo. Trying to go after the Devastators, I think. Crippling Poison kicks in. And then suppressed. Plasma Cannon Devastators getting into the garrison. Apothecary goes down. Level 2. We have a Razorback on the way for sesabo. That's an all-top drop. Doing some good damage. And of course, where are the Rangers actually? Are they getting knocked around? And sent off the field by some enemy Howling Banshees. Group teleports, I think, the culprit here. Banshees going mental. Took out some Rangers there. Almost got the Bright Lance. The Autok does escape, I think. Yes. Now this Warp Spider is just having a word through the opening here. Just put your arms in and shoot. Uncapped west side. I feel like it's been uncapped for a while. VP's pretty even as the players start to think about tier 3. In fact, AC is in tier 3. Does Faffywaffle have anti-vehicle? Oh, does have a las cannon. One more shot maybe. Yep, gets another one in. Thunderhammer having some fun against Dire Avengers. Thunderhammer set to get some pretty drastic changes in the next update. It's going to get halved damage from Battle Cry specials, which is a big change. Not one I particularly agree with. I like how lethal the Thunderhammer is. Yes, it is annoying to play against, but it's not like it's unavoidable. Don't blob up. Isolate the Force Commander, control him. Certainly not unkillable. 365 to 384. Shot down over there, sesabo with his Thunderhammer. Crushing Claws in for Diego and Bonded Exoskeleton in play. Can he get away though? Looks like yes. Well judged engagement so far from Itchy. Good jump from sesabo. Knocked over the entire Tyranid army there. Gets a good merciless strike too. Nothing really there to threaten them. Where's the other warrior brood? They already off the field? They are at base with adrenal glands. Tier 3 for Itchy and tier 3 for Faffywaffle. Does have a good amount of red, so we could see Terminators. Could be saving up for him. Grenade goes in. Mostly dodged, I think. Blue team have the west side. There's a Razorback. What is the Apothecary doing? Be careful. Vengeance rounds going after the Razorback here. Off the Stone Guard veterans. Look at the damage they're doing on the rear armor. Need to keep moving, Mr. Razorback. That was not a good time to use your defensive ability that slows you down. I guess they wouldn't have caught it anyway. Autok comes jumping in out of nowhere. Banshees alongside. The Autok does provide this passive 15%, I believe, damage resistance buff to range damage, which helps out the Banshees, although that was painful. Haywire grenade goes in and down goes the Dreadnought. It did decently well. Avatar of Cain on the way now for AC. Don't see any other tier 3 stuff right now. Oh, Faffywaffle just got some Vanguard Veterans. This is a tier 3 upgrade for the Assault Marines. They get a bunch of power weapons, but they lose their Melter Bomb. It's a pretty big thing to give up. Not a whole lot here to bash. Faffy should be looking at his VP. Facing the Wraith Lord and giving up your Melter Bomb is an odd one. I guess he wants them to be more powerful in these melee fights against Banshees. Gonna have an Avatar to deal with soon. There's a jump. Banshees are gonna get tossed around here by the hammer. 356 to 355. VP's now even up. Banshees took way too long to get out of there. Might go down here. And they do go down. AC kept them in that fight way too long. There's that Crushing Claw Hive Tyrant. Level 2 now is Diego. Capillary Tower going up, buffing the speed of these guys. Gives them some other small buffs too. Kind of like a synapse of sorts. Warp Spider's level 3, there's an Avatar. Now what are you going to do? Vanguard Veterans. I mean, Power Melee does a lot of damage to an Avatar, but they can't chew 5,600 hit points of it. Taking damage from this Wailing Doom Sword thing. 327 to 355. Blue team trying to get back the contested VP with a Plasma Cannon. These are they're still level 1, these Assault Marines. I thought I'd saw that they leveled up at some point. Brood Nest is up. Nothing. Oh, yeah, nothing really else here to help stabilize that side from the red team. Although Land Raider Redeemer is on the way. If you want to stabilize on a contested VP and hold it, Space Marine Land Raider, pretty good option for you. Las Cannon's in the garrison, which against Eldar is very dicey. Almost went down, but they will escape. Nicely done there by Faffy. Get around the back of the building. Here comes a Wraith Lord and an Avatar and some Terminators now for Faffy. Most likely Assault. Yep. These guys are unique to the Force Commander with Thunderhammers and Storm Shields. Very tough and could go toe to toe with pretty much anything. Good damage to all targets, and they're in on the Avatar. This will knock them back, I think. Wrath of Cain. Yep, doesn't suppress them, of course, because they're Terminators. But knocks them over. AC happy to stay in play here for now. The Warp Spider Exarch himself did go down. Wraith Lord running away. Back to base. Faffywaffle keeping the pressure on Alder. Now these guys have Lightning Claws. They're going to tear through the Avatar so fast. Look at that damage. That's pretty crazy. Imagine if that Force Commander had the Sacred Standard right now. Avatar, I think, will get away though. Yeah. That was so fast. Diego's looking at some level 3 maybe. Oh, couldn't get a model off those guys. Oh, there we go. It just died. I think the Tactical Marine shot it with a plasma gun. And Diego's now level 3. Eldar trying to power bash, but they could take a hell of a lot of damage here. Trying to get out of it. Haywire Grenade on the Land Raider, shutting down its weapons and messing up its speed, but it'll be fine. We'll be looking at an Eldritch Storm in its future though. 254 to 355. Banshee dies. Now Grimm is off the field, so sesabo needs to try and be patient and not go in alone. Faffywaffle gets on the contested, the natural VP I should say. And quite a powerful infantry army here too. The Wraith Lord is still around. Avatar comes back out, healed up. Faffywaffle now transitioning to the west side, 244 to 355. Tier 3 for sesabo, the last player to go. Seer Council on the field for AC. might be bad against those lightning claw Terminators. They'll certainly do a lot of damage, especially if they can isolate the Vanguard veterans. Now, was a plasma cannon getting a shot in? Yes, it was. And red team retain the west side fire prism on the field here now for Grimm. And you can put guide on vehicles. Farseer gets the armor of the Osirian loaded in. Time field is amazing. What's this? Sneaky Rangers going for a cap. Warriors have seen them, but doesn't mean itchyjeve has. Not sure where these guys are going. Oh, to grab this wreck point. Gonna get a decap at least, these Rangers now. Faffywaffle would like a Land Raider Redeemer. Who wouldn't? Neurothrope on the way for Itchy. Could do a hell of a lot of damage to these heavy infantry armies of Sesabo and Faffy. A decap. Oh, tried to get a decap, but full auto said no. We have combat stims also for the Apothecary and improved medical equipment. Banshees are going in. Not sure what they're going to be able to do. That is a Land Raider sitting there. Fire Prism's getting shots. We don't have an Eldritch available. Melter Bomb goes on. Very painful for those guys. Right Lance getting shots on. Land Raider's getting low. Plasma Cannon's also getting shots in. Last Cannon's there. Land Raider goes down. Well done, blue team. I did not think they would get a kill there. Just kept that Land Raider kind of dawdling a bit too much. The Melter Bomb really helped. There's an Eldritch. That's from AC. And now an Orbital from Brawler. Nuke's doing some work there. Oh no, it's going to hit the Fire Prism. But it does live. And a Wraithlord gets a big swing and a kill. Getting on his way to level 3. Action-packed couple of minutes there. Land Raider down, but then red team hit back with a couple of really good nukes. Messing up Sesabo's army. Faffywaffle also lost some stuff, just with Terminators, Vanguard, and Scouts now. The Force Commander himself is down. Trying to flank around that way, maybe. 213, 355. Capping here is Diego. Just got a heal from the Apothecary. Best bros, those guys. Oh, these are aspects of fleetness, Banshees. That's why they don't have a spear. Wraithlord is really deep in enemy territory. Usually not a good place to put your Walker vehicle. Now it's backing away. There we go. Nicely done by AC. Get some Seer Council in there. They're shut down by Time Field. Oh, that's Paroxysm. From this guy. Doing damage per second and also slows you down, Paroxysm. Really good ability. 195355. Warrior Brood, what level are you fellas? Level 2. 1759 hit points, not bad. Avatar going all the way into the base. Against double fire prisms. Terminators are there too with lightning claws. This guy, I don't think he's going to get away. Terminator's not even needing to help. Down it goes. That explosion does knockback, as you can see. Doesn't do any damage though. 179 to 355. Faffywaffle has some Vanguard veterans. They got a decap, at least. Doesn't have the Tactical Marines, or was it Stern Guard that year? I don't think he had Stern Guard. But doesn't have anything that can quick cap. Banshees might not survive here. No, down they go. Bit of sloppy play from Grimm, who's been very solid so far, managing this rather large army. Dropping those Banshees there, just got them way overextended. Neurothrope runs away and survives. I thought they were going to jump again, but they didn't stay in play that long. The Assault Squad. 172 to 355. Blue team have some VPs to make up. They've got a lot of resources. Sesabo and Faffywaffle here. We could see some more Terminators hitting the field. We do see another Land Raider from Brawler. Carnifex on the way. Fire Prism from AC. Red team are not letting up on their purchases here. Haywire shutting down the weapons of this guy for a while. Can they get the Terminators off the cap? Well, not before they get a decap. Assault Terminators here from sesabo. Now going after the Land Raider, are they? Yes, they are. They use their teleport to go after it. They got to get it here. And I think they will. And here's some more. More Assault Terminators for Faffywaffle. And the Land Raider's done for. 2 Land Raiders down for Brawler. That's got to hurt. That's got to hurt. So much resources down there. Fire Prisms trying to get away from their own base here. Blue's power is hit on this side. Who's this down? That's Faffywaffle's Force Commander. Scouts just staring at the body for some reason. Decent grenade. And this Wraith Lord is still going. What level are you, buddy? Level 3. Done incredibly well. 150 to 346 red team with the west side. Land Raider down though. They still have a... Oh, as soon as I said the Wraith Lord is doing well, of course it goes down. The Curse of Indrid strikes again. That's triple Fire Prisms. That's why I didn't get away. How the hell are they going to cap? If blue team take this the west side back, I'm not sure how red team are going to retake it with triple Fire Prisms there. They need to try and deal with them, obviously. Hive Tyrant could try and charge in. Won't take too many hits. Fire Prisms are only 500 hit points strong at level 1. And that Fire Prism just went down. 2 to 1 cap. That's that time field. Couldn't quite get the decap though to Farseer. Nice idea by Grimm. What's this fella got? Thornback. Now Thornback Carnifexes can fight Assault Terminators with hammers pretty effectively, since they have melee resistance and vehicle armor, which only takes half damage from heavy melee. They do pretty well. To stand up, obviously a lot better than the ranged Carnifexes. Level 3 tax here. Level 3 Stern Guard too. Are you going to cap blue team though? Fire Prisms edging forward, doing a lot of good work. These are Vengeance round. Stern Guard trying to get in. Librarian in play now for Brawler. Getting the Force Staff. Throws out the Smite. And there's a Paroxysm too. That does percentage based damage per second. And extra versus heavy and super heavy. So against things like Terminators, it is horrifyingly powerful. These guys somehow still have 3 models. Boom, there goes 1. I think they'll be okay though. Fire Prisms now getting shots on the Carnifex, slowed down by the time field. And blue team go for the decap. Triple here for red. It is being retaken though, they're natural. Carnifex and the Hive Tyrant getting in each other's way. What's that? It's gonna go down here, this Carnifex, I think. Yep. That was unfortunate for Diego. Gets the revive and gets a level. Maybe it's time to get your Venom Cannon out, Mr. Hive Tyrant. Because triple Fire Prisms is a big, big problem. That's Doom on him there is gonna go down. The march of the Terminators towards the west side now. Neurothroat forced to retreat, and there's not a whole lot the rest of this stuff can do here. Oh, what is this? Brawler? Oh, just with a regular drop pod to reinforce those guys. I think those oh, down goes the Fire Prism. I think those guys thought it was some enemy Terminators, so they backed off a bit. 47 to 340. Now it's a 2 to 1 for blue. And Grimm here doing a fantastic job with triple Fire Prisms. Where are the las cannons, Mr. Brawler? Where are the bright lances? Need to deal with them. Or a las pred or something. 47 to 326. 4 fire prisms now. Just shooting down a drop pod. And power bashing with Terminators. Talk about overkill. They're all getting involved in there. And look at that. They inspired their fellow Marines because they took down a power generator. Another Carnifex on the way now for Itchy. We've got some Fire Dragons for AC. That could work. Need to get relatively close. But once they do, they're going to rip through the Fire Prisms pretty quickly. Red team, I think, needs to push the mid here. Group teleport. Is that with the Fire Dragons? No, it's with the Seer Council. Why were the Fire Dragons not invited? Where are they? All the way over here. I guess I didn't want to wait for them. 47 to 291. Blue team with just 47 VPs to see out this game. It's a big ask. Eurothrope leeching some energy off nearby enemies, but does go down. Paroxysm thrown out though, doing so much damage to this stuff. Fire Dragon's getting some good shots in too. But now they're being chased. Oh! There they are. Some more Fire Dragons coming in. That was a Librarian getting them out of trouble there with Gate Infinity. But yeah, I think this is kind of futile to try and push this side, Red Team. So much stuff here. Got to try and divide and conquer, as they say. Ouch. Doom on the Dreadnought takes it down so quickly. Why would you get a Dreadnought here? Against 4 Fire Prisms and a Farseer that can debuff you. That was not the smartest pull there from Brawler. Look at this though. Indrid needs to shut up because they got onto the VP. Somehow they are onto the VP. And the Fire Prisms cannot knock down Diego. Does not care about your Eldar laser things. Carnifex is a Venom Cannon. He can't quite get the cap though, Diego. Needs to back away. And blue team are back on it. Should be an effort made to go mid though, I think. Here's a group teleport with double Fire Dragons. How far can you go though? I don't see the indicator for it. Oh, they're over here. Power Blades in play. Power Blades is in play. Down goes the Razorback. Ouch. 4 Fire Dragons died there. It's a nice idea. Couldn't quite put it off. But there's an Eldritch. Down goes 1 Fire Prism. Can they follow it up? Not really. They're dealing with Terminators back here. There's another Neurothrope. Getting smacked around a bit. Down goes the Warp Rex up. Really was a nice idea by AC. Maybe with a bit more communication and a bit more patience. Waited. Maybe help deal with these Terminators. And then go in with your allies beside you. Could have done a lot of work there. Land Red Redeemer now for sesabo. Another Fire Prism for Grimm. They do repel the Terminators barely. Uh oh, haywire for the Carnifex and down it goes. Fire Prisms go boom. They make it go boom. Blue team got a triple cap here. What was that? It was you, was it? It was Sneaky Scouts from Faffy, who now has triple assault Terminators. The first company were all called in apparently. We've got a level 6 Force Commander for sesabo, level 7 for Faffy, and a level 6 Farseer. And blue team are now sitting here saying, what are you going to do? Anything gets close. Looks like Itchy is unhappy with the performance of that Venom Cannon Carnifex there. Well, now it's dead. Coming through the mid is sesabo. Force barrier gets jumped over. And now the Librarian's getting dunked on by Assault Squad. And scouts go for the VP, of course they do. Gonna get a triple cap again, maybe. Merciless. Oh, those tactical marines were so bunched up. But they're level 4, so they kind of shrug it off in terms of damage. I hear an Eldritch. Makes the Tyranids run away. 4d7 to 125, double cap for blue. They are looking very strong here. I don't think red team have a way back in. Oh, wow. As soon as I say that, here comes AC with the flank of the Sentry, but then lots of explosions and Fire Dragons disappear. Again, nice idea, but the Fire Dragons are all white. A bit too ambitious there, AC. That was nasty. Level 7 Farseer now has the Runes of Reaping. More Fire Dragons on the way for AC. Oh, look at this. Red team got through the mid. And they got a VP. As of Brawlers, Terminators. But now they're fighting Vanguard Veterans. And it's not working out too great for them. What happened to those Terminators there? Were they stunned or something? Maybe it was full auto? I don't know. Where is the Apothecary? Oh, he's right here. Lost the indicator, but he's right there. See, Council. With some support, those Terminators were taking a lot of damage there. But hey, they've got some Terminator brothers with them. Where's the force? Oh, he's down. Blue team getting a natural back, 37 to 108. Red team just desperation here for the last few minutes now. They're so far behind in terms of armies on the field. Another Fire Prism coming for Grimm. Time field screwing up these fellas. They should be okay, I think. Some blob capping here from Itchy. There's that Neuro Throat. Here it comes. Red team going for a triple cap now. I think they could. 4 Terminators and triple Fire Prisms with a Land Raider, which is facing a strange direction. I think you can go for the triple here. But they're not risking it. Warp Field Hive Tyrant now. Level 2 Seer Council. 2875 hit points. These guys are deceivably tough. Deceptively, I think is the right word. Injured. Get it together. Kind effects on the way for Itchy. I think the 3rd or 4th one. Deceivably. Let's make up words. This is the new Fire Prism, is it? No, this is the new one. Red team running out of ideas. They're going towards that central VP. I guess it's the only play they have. 37 to 57. Oh, trying a formation. Hits very well, but is it enough? Gets the decap, and we do see the Venom Cannon in play for the Hive Tyrant. Uh-oh. Orbital, though. One way to stop a late push is with a nuke in your face. Fire Dragon is trying to do some work against the Fire Prisms again. Trying to, but the Farseer is trying to tie them up. And they're just dropping models to those Fire Prism shots like crazy. Blue team getting a natural back. And the Fire Prisms, the Hive Tyrant's going to die. Single tap though for red. Somehow. These tactical marines are getting a decal. I don't think they're going to cap though. It's a flame storm cannon shooting at them. Down they go. Desperation move, of course, from Brawler at this stage. Grimm did lose one of those Fire Prisms again. Drop pod. Some more marines, of course. But double Lightning Claw Terminators coming at you is that's a sight. Holy crap! Was guide on this thing or something? That was a crazy shot. 27 to 51. Still the 2-to-1 ticks down. And I think they've had this game for a while, to be honest. Red team just got too far behind. Despite some really nice moves from AC, was kind of isolating himself a lot of the time. Wasn't really waiting for a push alongside his allies. And blue team have just been solid. And they have all the Terminators you can have. Now they have a Land Raider too. Oh, there's a concede from the red team in the end. Fair enough. They were so far behind. Let's have a look at these heroes. Level 8 Farseer for Grimm. Level 8 Force Commander and a level 8 Force Commander. All the 8s. Brawler's Apothecary. Some strange choices from Brawler. That really late game Dreadnought was very strange. Itchy with a level 5 Hive Tyrant. Just couldn't keep those Carnifexes alive against all these Fire Prisms, which were, I assume, being buffed by the Farseer too. That was just really rough. And AC the Warp Spider. Level 6, tried some really awesome group teleport shenanigans. Couldn't quite put it off. But got some fun kills. There you have it, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time.